I'm excited to talk to you today about a career progression from pharmaceutical sales into training. So, if you've had experience in the pharmaceutical industry with sales and you've had success, you're probably wondering what's next for you. You might go the manager route and have your own team, or you could go training route, which is really great if you love mentoring and being able to convey technical information. So, if you've already had success as a pharmaceutical sales representative, you've demonstrated to whoever is going to be interviewing you for a training position that you do have success in conveying information about the drug, about the disease state, all of that technical information that a physician needs to make an informed decision on prescribing for his patient. And when you get into training, you will be the point of contact for those new hires, which is a very important position. Number one, you have to make sure that the information you're teaching new hires is compliant. So when they take that information out there, they're giving accurate information to physicians, and also they're doing it in a fair, balanced way, meaning that they are talking about the merits of the medication, but they're also talking about side effects and other things that are helpful for the physician to look out for. You're also going to be making sure that when you're teaching new hires and training them on this product, that they're going out and doing it in a professional manner. So, any questions they have, they'll be bringing those back to you, and you're providing them a safe space in which to practice their wording and their messaging, and you're sending them out to have their own success, which is very vital to the longevity of the company and the product that you're training on. So, a few basic things that I've put together in a Word document for you, and I will email that out at the end of this discussion so that you have that as a reference to everything I'm stating here today in this video. So, first of all, we were talking about having experience. As a sales representative in pharmaceutical industry, you already have to have a bachelor's degree. Often those bachelor's degrees are in business, life science, something related to that field. But if you want an advanced degree, which is a real benefit when you're looking to get into other roles within the pharmaceutical industry, this biology with an emphasis in education at Grand Canyon University is an excellent choice. You're going to have more of that science base, but also the education aspect that is really a big part of what training is. You're mentoring, you're teaching, and you're able to convey scientific information, technical information that's often difficult and not an easy task to always go and explain so that people understand it in a way that they can then turn around and do the same thing. I'd also like to talk to you about other ways in which you can enhance skills so that when you want to take that next step in training, you can look at some of these organizations to get involved in, and they can help strengthen skills as well. So, the first few that I'm going to talk about are one, the Life Science Trainers and Education Network. This is excellent organization to get into training specifically in the pharmaceutical industry. They have memberships where you can get different certifications, take classes, network with people within that organization, and learn about opportunities. The next is the Drug Information Association. So this one is also very specific to the pharmaceutical industry. So again, you're going to be looking into getting other certifications, taking courses, learning those skills that you would need to get into training. But the Drug Information Association also has opportunities in clinical research and other avenues that you could go. And the third is the Association for Talent Development. This organization as well gives courses, certifications for training, and that would be another avenue. You could take any three of these or all three and see if you could pick and choose what you feel is best for you as far as upping your skill set for training. Now, as far as volunteering, anytime you're already in the pharmaceutical industry and you're looking to just get into a role that's up from where you currently are in sales, volunteering can actually happen within your own organization. So, some of those opportunities might be mentoring new hires. That's an excellent resume builder and a way that you can bring in information to new hires in a friendly and really laid back, uh, not a lot of pressure. You're just setting up one on one time with a new hire, answering questions, helping them really learn those ropes of a new organization. And it gives a good way for people to see you in the spotlight as a mentor and really building those skills of conveying information. Another way is within your own therapeutic area, you can go to the home office when they're doing training and volunteer to be a breakout leader. This is something that they really need help with. So the training department's already there doing all of the um, formalized training, but as a breakout leader, this is another volunteer opportunity for you to be a part right side the trainers that are there talking with all the new hires. You can give a day in the life and really give them the insights into what you're seeing out in the field currently, answer questions, and help these new hires verbalize those messages so that they're perfect when they get out there to see their customers. And then another volunteer opportunity within your own organization can be getting on your flex teams. So, those are representatives that are volunteering to be a voice from the field, and they have those flex teams in almost every type of topic you can think of. They have marketing, they have access and reimbursement, which is related to your insurance coverage, they have training, they have business acumen. So look for those groups to volunteer in because it's an excellent way to get to know other people. And of course, if you're in that group, other people know that you have an interest in training and can help you find other opportunities as those are made available at your company. Now, outside of the organization, volunteer organizations are important again to meet other people and get a real expertise on certain groups. So you could do you could you could volunteer at like the American Heart Association, get to know people within that organization, and say you want to go into cardiology. You already kind of have an expertise in a field that is highly regarded within that specialty. And so that would be true of any disease state and the organizations that are set up to help that, cancer or Alzheimer's, any of those are great volunteer organizations to be a part of. Also, young professionals looking for local professional groups that you can join. There's professional groups for just women. Looking into those, another excellent way to make sure that you're honing skills, learning about opportunities, and meeting new people. So I think that the last part of the discussion today that I want to cover is how important it is looking at your career progression and working out in the world, and that coming from a Christian perspective. So I would say what's really important when you're training, again, is to make sure that people are always giving information that's accurate. Of course, you always want to be honest, right? That's a value of Christian living and what God's calling us to. We want to make sure that when we're conveying information to physicians, so that they're telling their patients accurate information, even with side effect profiles or parts of studies that might not be what you really want to highlight. But if something came up in a trial that's important for the physician to know as far as safety or side effects or things that need to be monitored, it's absolutely essential as professionals that we convey that information, but as Christians in a way that God's calling us to um, living His word in a way that people look at us and say, yes, that person does demonstrate Christian principles. So I hope you found this video helpful today in ways that you can get involved in training. And I will send out that Word document so you can reference back everything that I've talked about today. And I hope you really find this information fruitful and helpful. And let me know if there's anything else I can answer. Have a great day.